Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Sports. It is a Friday evening, a chilly Friday evening down in South Africa, and we have got some Friday evening rugby. What a match that is about to kick off. We have South Africa U20 versus the reigning champions, England U20, in the U20 Championship, and this should be an absolute scorcher of a game. The right way to get yourself into the weekend because we've got a stacked weekend waiting for you. I tell you what, the news as well throughout the sort of the day has been pretty ridiculous. We've got some Warren Gatland spy stories about the Springboks. Jake White's been sacked. And that's before we even get to the weekend, which has South Africa versus Italy tomorrow. It has got England versus Argentina, New Zealand versus France, British and Irish Lions versus Waratahs. We've got Fiji versus Wallabies on Sunday. So a stacked weekend ahead. Welcome to the stream. My name is Steve. If you've never been here before. And I'm asking you to give me your score predictions down in the comments below and let me know what you think is going to transpire in this game. Thomas Boteza, our referee, by the way, in the middle. Now, the U20 Championship is into its second round of a year. And I'll tell you what, there was a big statement performance from the Junior Boks on Sunday last week when they put 70 points on Australia. I mean, any team that puts 70 points on a in a game is a big thing. But to do that against Australia, for example, was a big sign of intent. In comparison, England put 56 points on Scotland. So we're looking at the two top teams in this group, a bit of a group of death, really. And that's kind of quite interesting to see how it all sort of plays out. But we do underway as England gets down the right-hand side. It's circle while we play right to left. An early knock-on coming from the Junior Boks. Good kick off that from England. And to the left-hand side, that's a nice big tackle. The ball comes at the back, though. Bit of space. And just brought down the 22 is Nick Lilly. To the right-hand side now. To the right. Long pass over the right. Left it behind. I tell you what, it's on it, South Africa. The race is on. He's managed to gather it as well. It's really good work being done there by Jaloma Mentu. But then turned over. Oh, come on, boys. That could have been a big moment. Poor pass, kicked ahead. And you don't want to mess with the South Africa wings or fullback. I mean, Mentu, Juster, Siandlozi, there's some serious pace. And that's not even bringing in someone like a Gino Capito, who, by the way, playing against outside intense today. Also, very quick. Ball over the top, though. And not backwards, I think, from England. Into the hands of South Africa. Junior Boks with possession here. But another turnover at the ground. That's number 2 now all of a sudden, already within the first 2 minutes. So breakdown work, pretty average so far. Now they have to shift to the left-hand side. Are the Boks. Comes back inside. And good tackle there from Batabilo Hlekani to bring down the co-captain Renshaw. Big counter rack coming from the Junior Boks. But they do use it to England. Tom Barrow, the other captain, taking into contact. Ball available to the right-hand side. Looking for options here. England. They go short. Lined up and good tackle there coming. But good momentum this year from the men in white. Ball, no look pass, and it's been turned over here from South Africa. Then a couple of knockouts, I think. I think the first knockout was from South Africa. No, Rayon says the referee. And then eventually whistle came. I was about to say, it looked like a couple of knock-ons there, and the call eventually does come. Yeah, Riley Norton not really expecting it, and then just colliding as he was taking it, the Junior Boks captain. So first scrum of the day. And this will be an interesting moment, actually, in the game. Right, so scrum on the 22. The initial knock-on was actually from England, so it will be a Junior Boks fee to the scrum. It's an opportunity to try and get a bit of early momentum. Just try and win a couple of penalties or two here. Pretty solid so far. Not much give. The front row of South Africa is Pure, Ingobise, Sibusito, Emilibele, and Herman Laba. And there comes the kick coming from Vusi Moyo. It's a pretty big kick. It's from 22 to 22. Has to go back and pick up. Does Josh Bellamy. Now he's looking to run. Exploring that right-hand side. Got a couple of options. Oh, I tell you what. It's a dreadful pass from him. It almost actually goes into the hands of Sia Ndlozi, who could have been a very welcoming beneficiary had it done exactly that. Yeah, a bit of a poor class, if you ask me, to be honest, to have played that. But they've gotten away with it there of England. I think it will be. I think they'll have the option of the line on the scrum. They are going to go with the line out. In fact, I thought it actually took the hand of St. Lawsy, but evidently not, because Junior Boks line, Ronnie Norton taken out in the air. Surely penalty advantage from the referee. Hashim P, first carry of the day from Albi Besta, pops it up to Gino Capito. Capped on the Blitzbox on the World 7 circuit. So one of the players to watch here for this young South African side. Hashim P, the number 9. Also a very good player. Also one to watch in this side. Yeah, completely taken out there. You can't have much complaints there. JJ Norton had no chance. Now, decision time here for Vusi Moyo. Potentially looking for the poles. No, looking to go to the corner. Not a bad touch find. I'm hoping that Vusi Moyo has done a lot of work on his conditioning. He cramped in both games he played in the Rugby Championship under 20. So, yeah, that a good player, Vusi Moyo. Talented player, but did struggle a little bit with his fitness. Let's hope that he's sorted that part out. The top bit of a fumble almost there from Riley Norton, the captain, but it's eventually taken down. I think somebody's come through the middle there from England. The ball comes loose. Hashim Pete on it. Gets away to Vusi Moyo. He goes to Albi Besta. Besta working hard in the tackle. Backed up by his centre part of Cupido. Pete fires it out. And it's good work there. Really good work there being done by Kola Nyali. Pops up short. And Minambele not able to hold on to it. It's a good kick. This could be a 50-22. It is going to be a 50-20. That's a terrific kick. Long spiral, and it just passed the line, and then went out. Vusi Moyo was asking about something, but the referee's not going to, unfortunately, give him the benefit of the doubt. Very good ball defense that so far from on the Junior Boks. Ball available for England with no penalty advantage. So good defense so far. The left-hand side. Good tackle that. Nice physicality being shown by the men in green. And they actually turned the ball over as well. Thumped down the field. I think it was a Chesil Juster. Benjamin will go back. It's a good chase that came from the Junior Boks. 2 players up from them. Goes himself though. Gets away from Juster. He makes the tackle, but he brings another player. Now a bit of space. Ahead now for Ben Retshaw. Retshaw looking for options. Goes back inside. England are going to have the first sale of the day. They're over. It's not good from South Africa. It's just poor line defense, to be honest. It's poor following up. There was so much space available. Johnny Weeman's the man who's gone over in the end, number 9. But the Junior Boks should have done better. Should have dealt with this a bit better, if you ask me. And just, yeah, straight through the gap there. And, yeah, I'll tell you what, a couple of players almost giving up as well, which is a bit frustrating to see. And not what you need from this Boks. I mean, they are the favourites for the competition, not England, having won it last year. Not something the Boks would have liked to have had as a start like this. But now, their character's going to be tested. So, 7-0 early on, yeah. It's a good take, that. Penalty advantage and taking the man out of the air. It's a fair call, actually, coming from the referee. Staying a bit down, yeah. Should be alright, I think. Looks like it's Tom Burrow. It is Tom Burrow, the co-captain of the squad. I'm not a fan of co-captains, but that is his role. Yeah, it's a bit silly, to be honest. Right, to the two Tom Burrow, the captain. Now to the right-hand side. Half tackle, managed to get up and go. Good momentum this year from England. Options as well. And they've made the read this second. No, not made it particularly well. It's desperate now. Ollie Best has missed the tackle. Eventually the tackle comes back. Ball throws back inside. Into the hands of one of the South African players. I think it's Cian Lawsey who's got away with it. Dangerous so far from England. And the South African defense not coping right now. Big counter ruck coming as well. Ball is eventually available for Hashim Peed. Under a lot of pressure there are the Junior Boks. Just trying to create a couple of breakdowns. But an angle. Ball back to Vusi Moyo. Don't think he's going to find the touch. He needed to find touch. Doesn't find touch. Ben Kuna to the left-hand side. Renshaw. Renshaw toss, but he gets the ball away to Bellamy. Bellamy looking for options. Bellamy gets away from one. First time tackling. Not good enough yet from the Junior Boks. Now the left-hand side. Direct goes Kane James. Good carry there coming from Tupolotu. Ball pops up and goes short to Billy Seller. Back inside from Tupolotu. Oh, it's 2-1. This is dreadful from the Junior Boks. England's starting to run right in the first 10 minutes. That's 2 tries in about 3 or 4 minutes. Awful start this from the Junior Boks, and they're going to have to try and sort something out because defensively they've not been there. There's no pillar, there's no post, there's nothing. Little inside ball. It's so easy. That's so. I mean, that's unfortunately very, very poor. There's no other way of putting it. That is awful. Far too easy. I mean, it was one draw and an inside ball and straight through. The defensive structure is not good enough on that occasion from the Junior Boks. And all of a sudden, they've got a 14-point deficit to try and chase down. Lashley says, Batu Tlekani, relentless legs pumps and charging around is almost similar to Dwayne Familiar's style of play. Probably a bit early to sort of make those sort of any sort of comparison, not so much from the Dwayne Familiar point of view, but just from any sort of style of play. Big player, physical player, enjoys the physicality of it. Very interested to see what position he settles in, whether he stays in the flank, looks to go potentially to lock. Number 7 is preferred position, but whether he'll settle there, only time will tell. Another good take this from the kickoff from England. And it's the captain, Tom Burrow, with it. Now to the right-hand side, Kane James. Taking the time here is Johnny Weeman. Score of the first try. Right, goes to the boot. Couple of chases. It's very well taken in the end from Gino Cupido. Hashim Peed uses it quickly. Minimbilele. Short. It's a half pass there from Vusi. Was the right option, but then the final pass not going to really to hand. Looking very, very deer in headlights like at the moment, Jeff, from the Junior Boks. Just need to calm things down. Should be taking that, to be honest. I think it's Riley Norton. He did well there, did Vusi Moyo. They were all coming up too quickly, so he actually delayed the pass, got in behind the first wave, but then knocked on from Riley Norton. At the moment, they just can't really get much of a grip in the game yet, can the Junior Boks. Plenty of rugby to play. It's the one thing I will say. We're not in 30 minutes, but so far it's been, if you're going to be brutally honest, very poor. Pretty big hit. Let's see who's got the best of it. I think working on the tight. Yeah, straight up goes for South Africa. Big pressure, penalty advantage. You never want to see South Africa being outscrummed by England, do you? To the right-hand side they go. Bellamy kicks in behind. Lots of pace. Who's going to win the race and takes it out there? Does Mentu's got no other option, to be honest. Bearing down was Jack Bracken, but awful scrum that from the Junior Boks. They were absolutely annihilated. Very, very worrying sign so far. Keek says, said to my old man, watch these lighties go and do a typical SF thing and look foolish after the Aussie game. Well, it's just so frustrating. The side is so sporadic at the moment. Even during the Rugby Championship, we saw some signs of some really impressive performances. They don't start particularly well generally. It's something I have noticed. And very much the case so far today. They just need to calm things down. I mean, yeah, they put 70 points on Australia. Couldn't do anything much wrong that evening. So far, they haven't done much right. Straight to the front. No contest from the South Africa. Down the right-hand side. I think they've actually... yeah, it's a good sack. Ball is available for England. Options there. Tubelotta popping up to Sam Williams. Look how deep there are. So many options here for England. Such a multifaceted attack. Now, I can't make a miss tackle there. Redshaw is cool, but I think it's actually a forward pass, as the referee says. Structure so far of England looks so good. Now, to be honest, we've got the Under-20 Rugby Championship, and that was kind of an answer to the Under-20 Six Nations. The Under-20 Six Nations means that currently it's always going to be a European side for me as favourites, because they get to play 5 games before they even get to this Rugby Championship. So it's a far more gelled team, really. It's, in theory, should be a bit more put together. And you're seeing this from this English side. Every single time they've attacked, they've got, it's a bit like Ireland sort of in attacking shape. They've got so many different ball carrying options. Deal Morris says, hi, how many teams get through per session? Will the Boks go through? They come second. They will indeed, as far as my understanding is. They have to change the format, but it's for... I'll confirm that with you in a bit. I actually want to check that a bit earlier now, but it's basically for Gino Capito. Look at the pace from him. Just brought down, but keeping it alive here. Ball goes down. Show and go. Left behind. Fusi Moyo. Hashim Peed. Releases the call. No, yeah, I was about to say, then give us the penalty. Yeah, thank you. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so it's 3 pools of 4. My understanding is that it is... I want to say it goes to semi-final. Oh, yeah, the fixtures. World Championship fixtures. So it'll be a South Africa penalty. Into the corner they go. So it's directed to semi-finals. So given the fact that there are 3 pools, it'll probably be the top of each pool, and then the best placed second ranked team would be my guess. We'll confirm that in a bit. So important. I mean, to be fair, bonus point against Australia, regardless of what the result is today. We've got to make sure we get it. That's so silly. That's obstruction. I mean, that's amateur. That's schoolboy level stuff. So a big opportunity missed. So yeah, look, points difference right now. We'll have the best points difference in the competition. But if you go and get hammered and you don't get bonus points out of it, then you could be a problem. So France at the moment are 2 from 2. Looking at the tables now, Argentina 1 from 1, Ireland 1 from 1, New Zealand 1 from 1. Ireland, Argentina, France, Australia being Scotland today, by the way, all with bonus points. We got 5 points from that first game. You need to try and get. I mean, yeah, you got to try and get. Even if you're going to lose, you got to get losing points, and try and make sure your points differences are too bad. But yeah, we're still talking about losing here. There's not even 20 minutes in. Plenty of time for us to sort of make a bit of a comeback. Keith says, the only thing they may save us is whether England can play at this pace the whole game. As they get tired, the game loses up, it may be on for us. Well, I suppose, yeah, who's conditioned a bit better. There we go. Ball straight back to the hands of Mina Delele. So turnover ball here for Junior Boks. Back on their own halfway line. Hashim Pede. He's asking for quick ball here. Not too many options. Vusi Moore goes himself into contact. Pede now to the right-hand side. Albi Bester. Slightly lateral. There was no release there. There was no release. I'm not convinced it was release. Poor following up there, really. Pretty sure he's part of the tackle here, but we'll have to look at the replay now. It's a good kick there from England. Yeah, I'm not convinced there's any release there whatsoever. He's definitely part of the tackle, so I think that's a bit harsh. Right, James will feed. Once again, no contest. Looking more to stop them all. And there it is. Penalty against England for obstruction. Double backing is what they call that. So one of the members of the more in front of the man with the ball. So penalty for South Africa. Vusi Moyo. It's a good kick from him. It's a very good kick from him. So right, back into England half we go. 20 minutes past. Let's see if we can find something here, people. Let's start clicking into gear a little bit. We have a water break. Oh, there we go. We have a water break. I'll be back in just a sec. I'm trying to get a few things ready, sort of my side. I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, we're back. So a bit of a water break at the moment. 20 minutes into the half. 14 points to 0. Soft moments, really, I think is probably the best way of describing it. You know, it's just not to say we've not been anywhere. We've had a bit of opportunity, but soft moments. Not been clinical, though. England have been pretty faultless so far. They've been very clinical. They've been on it very quickly. So a big opportunity now, Riley Norton gets to pull everybody together, have a conversation, get some messages down from the coaches, reset. We've just kicked a penalty, so we're into England's half. Now we need to start building. Now we need to start getting just the small things right, though. It really is. It's about going through the basics. Win your set piece. Sort the line outside. Don't double back and don't peel off the side and have obstruction. Get your scrums right. Get things... Simplify things, you know? Just simplify things so that we can focus on getting our best players into the game. We've got a really good back line. Our back three is electric. Give them a platform to use. So we are getting back and we'll restart with that line for the Junior Boks. By the way, we'll have a press conference from Kevin Foote, the Junior Boks coach. Jan Ackerman watching on as well, part of that coaching staff. Right, so give is he setting up. Bit of a messy line then, and Ben Vusimore has to go and clean up. And just takes contact. Ref, there's no release once again. You can see Hashim P is getting annoyed, getting frustrated. Well, they were going quickly, and they've left it behind. That's gone forward, surely. There is absolutely no release whatsoever. In fact, he was actually even, before the tackle was complete, he was dragging him along the ground, grabs the ball in the process. So is he trying to say this is ripped in the tackle? The tackle hasn't been made. I think that's the frustrating part. Right, I think we got away with that one, though, because we've got a scrum now. England, that's about 3 or 4 turnovers I think they've had so far. Dominating the breakdown. Living on the edge as far as I'm concerned, but dominating the breakdown. Junior Boks not dominating much of this game, unfortunately. Pretty solid scrum this time. Hopefully a bit of a platform here for Hashim P to launch the back of. Here we go. Vusimore. Go straight to Barbarians. Wasn't the best. There we go. Hashim P. And down the angle. That's an angle being run. And Claus has got the pace. Over he goes. And that is phenomenal. It's actually Chiswell Euster in the end there. I mean, he's gone straight through the gap. He's got the pace. The finish is absolutely marvelous. There we go. Welcome to the game. And he just rounds. It's so easy. I mean, Jeep, it was a nice pre-planned move. The initial pass wasn't great from Hashim P, but he timed the follow-up pass to perfection. Just hits that inside gap. Very, very simple. I mean, it was literally first phase, Bester, crash ball, inside ball to Chiswell Euster, who was running such a good line. And then he rounds the England defender. And over he goes. So, so easy. I think it's Jack Brackett. Didn't even get anywhere near him. It could have been touch rugby and he would have been fine. That pace was sensational. And Vusimore adds the extras. Right, into the game we go. Taking us a while, but into the game we go. So quick as Chiswell Euster. Give him the ball, give him some space, and just watch him cook. Anton Stein saying Chiswell Euster pace and work rate needs to be studied. 100% it does. It's so, so good. Now, that's been knocked forward, I believe, from England. So knock on advantage there. They've been very good at the contestable kickoff so far, have England. Ryan Norton. Feed back into Moyo on the pocket. Moyo looking for touch here. I think he's not going to find it. He keeps sort of just putting it a bit sort of nowhere. Bellamy onto it. Up to chase his kick though is Vusimore. Now to the right hand side. Red Shaw. It's charged down. Comes to Batakani. Little cheeky pass out the back door. Chiswell Euster does very well. Just getting a few meters up towards the halfway line. Riley Norton working hard. Asking about no rolling. And the referee does thing. And Nash takes it quickly. Pops it up. Good work. Good work from JJ Turan. But the ball's been lost forward in the contact. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. I was going to say maybe we should have just come. I actually don't mind us taking that a bit quickly. Hashim P trying to up the ante. JJ Turan with the right idea, but just ball in the wrong hand. We've got the ball tucked on the right-hand side. That's where the tackle came. Just dislodging the ball in the tackle, knocking on. We'll have a scrum now. Marcia sort of just trying to up the ante a little bit, though. Come, big scrum, yeah, big scrum. Let's see if we can get our front row aligned. Another pretty solid scrum. Not much give there. It's gone down, but ball is available to the left-hand side as England go. Bellamy just chips over the top. It's not a great kick, to be honest. I think that'll be a South Africa line-out. Yeah, it was a pretty poor kick, and Redshaw tried to get in front and then collides with Chiswell-Yuster. So it should be a South African line, would be my guess. And it is indeed. Sibosito Minembelele comes across to take the line out. Yeah, I'm just getting confirmation from the team. There's a player down here. Asking for a gap. So South Africa coming to play with a player down. Not entirely sure who it is. That looks very skewed. Ball straight over the top. I mean, that's a dreadful lineout. I mean, do you guys practice lineouts? That looked bizarre. I said this. It just looks a bit. At times, it looked very amateur, to be honest. That's ball. That's a nice hit though. Ball's been knocked on in contact there from England. So another scrum here. It's all become a bit scrappy, to be honest. Across all the players, become scrappy, and we've got a replacement here. So I think this is Cian Laws who's limping off. That doesn't look good for him at all. The replacement will come on, which is Jaco Williams. Was it Chiswell-Yuster actually might be off? It'll be a big abstive. No, I'm pretty sure it was on the other wing. Away for confirmation, but I'm pretty sure Cian Laws has just gone off the park. Come, big scrum, big scrum. What can we conjure up here? Get the ball to Gino Capito. Big man. Peasing it down the blind side, though. Gets away from one, pops it up to Chiswell-Yuster. That answers that question. Look at the pace from Chiswell-Yuster. And inside he goes. Ball available. Needs a bit of a... No, nobody wants to tackle him, so he's just going to have another go. Now look at the line being run. That's really good work here from the Blitzboks. The Junior Boks. Ole Nyali with that carry. They're still going. It's nice to... We did them live. Over we go. Hashim Pete it is. Bang, bang. The Junior Boks say, thank you very much. We are back. A couple of words from Hashim Pete as well to the England side. And they started poorly, but they've come back strongly now, the Junior Boks. And with a kick to come, could be very much level this at the halfway mark. Good work this, though. Much, much better. And it's all from Chiswell-Yuster. That line, the pace. Hashim Pete. You can see, I think that's where he was a bit upset with a couple of things going on. Two tries, kick to come to level the scores. All of a sudden, very much game on. Yeah, he's hooked as well. Not a particularly good kick that from Vusi Moyo. But there we go. A bit of confidence coming in now. Some nice carries in the build-up as well. Bit of urgency, though. That's what it felt. A bit of urgency coming through there. A bit more direct as well. As Anton Stay says, need to keep going now. There we go. 14 points to 12. Back in this game. Oh, it's a horrible pass back inside. But Batu Klikani will take it in. It's a good tackle on him, but he's done well. Ball is available for Hashim Pete. Riley Norton. Keeping the ball in the hand are the Junior Boks. Looking to try and run it outside their own 22. Still looking to run outside their own 22. And gets through to Chiswell-Yuster. Now ball back inside is to England. I mean, come on, guys. We just gifted it back. In fact, it was Jelana Mentu who popped the ball back inside to England. So turnover ball at other 22. That's a bit frustrating, to say the least. And onto the right hand side, England looking to try and attack. Well, there we go. Ball and all tackle there, and ball gone forward. Vusi Moyo will put in that right boot, just puts it below the top, and Bellamy's very well placed. Needs to have a good chase here. Solid defensive line, because we've seen them take us apart with kicks like that. Chipping into space. There's nobody home. Jaco Williams going to have to go back. Does very well to Jaco Williams. Now, he's got plenty of pace as well. No, and he says, I'm going to put on the boots. I'm not taking any chances. That's a great kick. That's a brilliant kick. And the follow-up from him. Very, very nice from Jaco Williams. He's just come onto the park. Found a really good clearance. Followed it up himself. It'll be an England line inside their own half. Looking better. Looking better here. Starting to sort of click in as well. Positive signs, this, from Junior Bokke. Still plenty of time in the game. Ball to the back. No issues to the referee. Good line in the end from England. Lots of options. Goes short. Almost through. There's Kane James. They scramble to the Junior Bokke defense. Almost goes through. Does Tupolotu. You've seen them doing a lot of ball carrying so far. Lots of options here. And they're getting around the sides very easily. Cheswell Eustace is going to have to recover here. Jaco Williams is there. Throws the ball back aside. That's the terror. Why would you do that? He's just gifted him a try. It was so well being going out. He's thrown it back into the hands. Literally into the hands of Jack Bracken, who's standing next to our try line. Oh, I can't believe it. That is awful. After all the good work. Just throw it into... I mean, come on. You can't be throwing the ball into the middle of nowhere there. Just... Even if it's a line out, just take it. Unlux. You can't just throw it blindly back into the... Oh, and that is awful. That is so awful. The more you look at it, the more painful it is to watch. And he's done so well initially. Even then, he'd done well to get across there and make... get there first. And cover. And then you go and do that. Oh, that is so frustrating. After all the good work to come back in, and then you just give them a try. Thankfully, the conversion's gone wide, but 7 points the difference now. Tell you what, though, again, the England attacking shape. They just completely overloaded the blind side there. They must have had 7 or 8 players within about 50-meter gap, if that. Completely overloading the blind side. We've actually seen that quite a lot. They keep almost sort of pick a side. They go to blind side, and often it is the blind side. And they're just overloaded with so many players, so many options that the Junior Bokke can't defend. There's not enough numbers. So we've got to try and adapt a bit quicker to where they're sort of looking to attack and make sure we've got the defensive numbers to be able to cope with it. Because at the moment we're just getting completely overloaded. Interesting. Apparently, one of the heroes for Johnny Wayman, the England number 9, is Faf de Klerk. Why not? I mean, I would also want to aspire to be like a 2-time World Cup winner. Good choice. Right, to the front of the line, Riley Norton goes up. Junior Bokke have got to try and respond before half-time after that gift, just to get themselves back level, to be honest. Looking for a rolling more. You're looking a little bit set this time, but not much space to work. Ashim Pete will throw us back at the inside. Laba, busy in the carry, as always. Pete now looking for Vusi Moyo. He's back inside the Batchkani. Ball over the top there. A bit of space here for Kubino. Look at the pace of him. And the long pass out wide. Jaco Williams comes inside. It's a good take from him. Ball hold on into the corner. That is sensational from the Junior Bokke. When they turn it on, it can be truly special. He's made amends, Jaco Williams. We've hit back. It's meant to scores. But that is a really, really good intervention from... I mean, look at the ball over the top there. Capito just direct, long pass out wide. Jaco Williams on the angle, carries it back inside, gets inside of his man, pass out wide to Mentu. He goes over. That is a proper try. I told you, this back three, just give them opportunities. They will score you tries. Give them opportunities. That's brilliant. All 3 tries are really good tries. Probably it is being shown on Supersport. It is on the rugby channel. I don't know what they're showing, where they're showing the New Zealand one, but on the rugby channel 211, that is where the game is. 35 minutes gone, and conversion's good from Vusimuyo. Scores are level after 36 minutes. To be honest, I feel like we've got the momentum at the moment. Yes, England Miles just recently scored a try, but we gave it to them as a gift, as a Christmas gift. You know, Christmas in July. No, but we are scoring tries here, and this backline, our backline, when we got ball in hand, always looks dangerous. Some good handling. 50-50 pass there, but good handling from the guys. Now about to Klikani from the kickoff, fighting hard. Take this momentum into halftime. Even if it's the same score, we'll have momentum going into halftime. Ideally, you want to try and get a try. And then you go and concede a penalty. Our breakdown work has been appalling. It really has. They're targeting it. I'm going to look at some of the stats here, but it's really not been good enough. Turnovers won so far. Where have we got? Turnovers won. 4 turnovers won from England so far, compared to 1 from South Africa. And they're going to take the points here. This is the frustrating thing. We finally leveled it. England understand that they're under a lot of pressure, and Cohen's just going to pop this over and put them back in front with just under 4 minutes left to play in the first half. That's very frustrating. Takes his time. No issues there. Straight through the middle. And England are back in front. Very, very frustrating, that. Right, Ben Rachel, by the way, is off. So Noah Kalori's on. So 2 first half replacements. 1 apiece. Both wings, actually, as well, coming off. Right against touchline, that from Vusimuyo. It's a good contest. Just outside 22. Referee saying to leave it for England. Johnny Wayman. Ball at the top, contestable. Running onto it is Mentu. Takes it brilliantly, actually. Gets away from it as well. But again, not alert enough. I mean, he's done so well there and fallen right in front of Kane James. Turnover number 5 from England in the first half. Got to protect the ball better at the moment. Our breakdown work has not been good enough, and they're just picking it whenever they want it, really. Ball watching, that was in that case. Right, England now. 90 seconds left on the clock. Defense now important here for the Junior Boks. Just get, I think 22-19 after that start, we'll be quite happy with, actually. And not forward there from England. Counter attack could be on, no. On the ball, so have a scrum. I think, to be honest, just come big scrum, yeah, big scrumming. You can see there, seeing Blawsy with ice on his leg. Doesn't look particularly good. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Free kick, Hashim Peed. Just going to slow things down. I think it's probably the right idea. Nah, they're very happy to just pop this into touch. Halftime whistle. I mean, shoot, had just gone. So halftime, 20 points to 19. Slow start from the Junior Boks, but once they started turning up, we could see that there's something in this team. They've just got to do the basics. I think they've got to get the forwards. They've got to start getting things right a bit, because if they can give the platform to the this backline, then there's tries to be scored here. So 50-50 half, really. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll be back very shortly for the second half. Well, welcome back. And we're back underway. Junior Boks versus England. And game a bit of a knife edge, to be honest. England started like a house on fire. I think overall they've probably been the better side. Definitely worth their lead. However, ironically, we kind of gifted it to them, especially that third try. So I think it's a game that could generally go. That's a very nice take and the ball on the ground there. Knock-on is going to be the call there. I think it's against Chisel Euster. But it's a game that's definitely ebbed and flowed. England started really well. And South Africa were very quickly down to 14-0. Pretty ordinary defense, it had to be said. But then the Blitzboks turned it on. And all of a sudden it was 14-12. And then we conceded the silliest try ever. But they made 19-19 and then conceded the 3 points. So, yeah, I think at the moment the Junior Boks will be frustrated in the fact that they've gifted some very soft moments to England, but they'll also be very, very chuffed with the fact that they know they can win this game. They've got the talent to keep scoring tries. They've got the players to keep applying pressure. And I do think that if they can just sort of hold up the England pack and start to find a bit more opportunities, there are lots of tries to be scored. Now, there's going to be a bit of a subsidy. Yeah, it looks like Chisel Eustace is actually going to go off and receive a bit of treatment. Has a bit of a cut on his eye. So eventually ready to get going with the scrum once again. So yeah, what do you think of the first half? And what are your thoughts on this Junior Boks side? I think there's talent here. There's no doubt there's talent here. I think it's been a bit sloppy at times, but also showing us that what sort of talent there is. And that's kind of exciting, I suppose, to a certain degree, but frustrating because the whole point of the new coaching staff was to try and be able to get the best out of this side. And I genuinely think the best out of the side is a side that can compete to win this tournament. But they've been a little bit inconsistent today, and they just need to try and cut out the real soft moments. They can get rid of those soft moments, then we've got a real chance of going all the way. We are playing against the current champions of this tournament, so you go and beat a side like England, and that's a serious sort of sign of 10. It also means you pretty much almost one step in the semi-final. You should beat Scotland. They lost to Australia, who we murdered, so should beat Scotland. No guarantee, obviously. But yeah, if they can go and beat England here, then all of a sudden I think we're in very good position for the rest of the tournament. Pretty big scrum they're coming from England. Our scrums have not been good, and we do concede the penalty. Not good at all. Zach was saying Cheswell may be electric on attack, but his defensive positioning is terrible. I think they've actually targeted that side of the field quite a lot. I think I know exactly sort of the specific moment you're talking about where he was looking. He did look a little bit like deer in headlights, but they just completely overloaded his side. Oh, they made a mistake there. England have kept it, not kicked it out. Chisel Euster has kept that in. Oh, his ball bounced over the head. Well, that's a very nice, favourable bounce. That's a really good kick in the end, actually. They've taken it quickly, have England. And they've been caught on the ball while initial tackles missed, but then eventually completed by Mlava. Oh, Kane James has put it down. That's a mistake, and that'll be a good opportunity now this for the Junior Boks. They'll have a scrum halfway between the 10-meter and the 22. Anton Steyn has been here all evening saying, I think we should execute more in the critical moments and not give away soft moments. 100%. We sort that out, and I think we could very well be on the right side of this result. We've got to make this count. Got to make this count. And to say our back row trio have a bright future. I've actually been impressed with all of them. All of them have had nice games so far. Musi Moore trying to bring in Chisel Euster. This time they're reading it well to England. Hashim P looking for options, goes to the left-hand side. Here is Mlaba, one of those back row. Slightly upright, but look how he works in the tackle. Still makes a yard or two. P to the left-hand side. Ball available for P. Looking for options, looking to snipe himself. Spins away from one. Almost caught on the ball. Junior Boks doing well to scramble and keep it. Somebody, JJ Toronto, having to come in at help out at scrum off. Penalty advantage here for offside, I think is the call. Hashim Pede. Interesting decision here. We could take the poles, even up the game. I'd like to just go to the corner, though, and be a bit more confident. That we are taking the points. I don't mind that decision, actually. Just square things up. Get back to everything even. And then, again, even if you get back in there, it's about winning the game. So even if we get into their half, get some penalties, kick some penalties over, start building a lead with 3 points at a time, that's fine. Anton Stain reckons to go for the 5, or we're not. We're going to go for the 3. That's a great kick from Moyo. I mean, tried in front, but I'm saying good distance, well struck. Going deep in the restart there, England. Right, 22 points apiece after 45 minutes. Literally nothing separating the two sides so far. Vusi Moyo. Oh, almost thought I was touched, actually. Cohen now. Options. Pops short. Space for Bellamy. Bellamy chip over the top. He's home. Vusi Moyo is under a bit of pressure. Gets the kick away. Will find touch. Yeah, in the end does very well, does Vusi Moyo. It's a very good kick under a lot of pressure. Good work, that. A bit of a delay here. Tupilotto eventually coming and getting the ball to put it into the lineout. Right, so a busy weekend ahead, which we'll talk about in the next break of play. Good line there from England. Lots of options there for Cohen. Now this time on, and about to say that's the first breakdown penalty we've seen, and it looks like it's Ole Nyali, who's had a nice game so far, the number 6. Well, Riley Norton, is he pointing at poles here? Good tackle there by Vusi Moyo and Lozi. I'm sorry, Nyali on very quickly. Good work that. I think he's actually wanting to take the. I think he's going to take the poles here. Does he have that? Does he have it in his arsenal? They brought it on. Yeah, he's going to take it on here as Vusi Moyo. It'll be a good kick if he does. Well, let's see if he's going to have the distance here. I think it's about at least 57, 58 meters. He's going to have the distance. Has he got the direction? I think he has. That's a brilliant kick from Vusi Moyo. Thank you very much. The Junior Springboks take the lead for the first time in the match. That's a good kick. That's a very nice kick. That's a warning as well. Because if you've got that in your arsenal, then basically the messages don't make mistakes. Who's going to punish you? Very, very good that from Vusi Moyo. And that'll lift South Africa. Oh, there we go. Batu Takani fighting his way through a couple of tackles. All of a sudden playing with a bit of a spring on our steps. Need to ride a bit of a wave of momentum here. And Sharon goes against Hashim Pede. Space. Now he's looking for options. He's looking for support. He's got Vusi Moyo to the left-hand side. Oh, he's going to go all the way himself. No, that's dirty. Hashim Pede, you absolute biscuit. That is brilliant from the number 9. That is so dirty. From the second he made the break, he was looking around going, well, where do I go? Where do I go? Such clever play as well here by Vusi Moyo. And I think it's Jaco Williams. They're coming on the right-hand side, and as they're coming to the right-hand side, they just drift inside to try and bring those England defenders across. And RCP gave Bellamy the eyes, looking for the options, and then says, actually, cheers, bro, I'm going to go out of here. Bang, inside. Oh, so good. Hashim Pede, you beauty. And all of a sudden, from just taking the lead for the first time, this to make it 10. Yep, and there it is, 10 points. Now ride this momentum. Ride the momentum. It's just so good. The awareness at the moment. He just never panics. He never panics. Bang, and then puts the step in. He had options there. He had Cupido as well as Vusi Moyo. He didn't need them. He didn't need them. Well, he's a Lions player, Hashim Pede. Looking forward to it. I watched a lot of it. Varsity Cup of it. Anton said, Hashim showed over and over why he's the best OK9 from the youth system. Hashim said, he's so good. As Tyler says, Hashim Pede is deep. That's so good. And there he is. I'm from the kickoff. Bringing out the old torpedo as well. And Bellamy having to go back and fetch that. Right, momentum now from the Junior Boks. That's a nice big tackle there coming as well. Just winning the small battles all of a sudden. It's like it's like a different game from the first half. And I said in the first half, I said especially this team has been historically very bad starters. That's Dominic Malkas, by the way, is on the park. And he gets to offload off the ground. I'll tell you what, could have been interesting if he got away to Jaco Williams. We are historically very bad starters. It's a bit of a trend. We saw it in the Rugby Championship, for example. New Zealand were all over us. And then, for example, we started coming back. And that comeback's been really good so far. What we can't do now in the next half an hour is stop. Is sort of slack off. We've got to keep going. Got to keep putting pressure on England. Mark Stoney saying, Antoine Pede. Well, there we go. Anton Stain saying, we can't stop now. A lot can change in 30 minutes, as we saw the last 10 minutes. 100%. Be a big win, this. Change at 9 here for England, by the way. Off goes try scorer Johnny Weeman. On comes Archie McParland. 10-point lead all of a sudden. I mean, we were 14 points down at the stage. And if we hadn't literally gifted that try, when I say gifted, I mean throw the ball back towards the try line and the guy just went, oh, thanks, bang, bang. We could have actually been 15 points ahead. So hopefully we can get through this game. Hopefully we can start showing a bit of dominance in the juniors. It's probably about the only area really of men's rugby we haven't actually had a lot of success in the last 10 years. Is our junior. I mean, the last time we won was 2012, Andre Pollock, 13 years. You know, even our Blitzboks have been around, won Olympic medals, won the series a few times. They've always been one of the top teams. The Springboks are back-to-back world champions, beat the British Irish Lions. This team has criminally underperformed over the years. Tyler says, I remember when Vusi and Asetu Minabelele playing against our school. Nightmare from Cares, those two. Yeah, Vusi, that's a big scrum. Big scrum all of a sudden. And where's that been? Look at what it means. He's in the face. And that is a very apt celebration. St. Peter Ingobese has been under a lot of pressure today. He's not scrummed particularly well, but there he had the upper hand. They've now all of a sudden put England back. Won the penalty. And again, momentum has just switched like that. We've looked nowhere near like dominating a scrum like that. I don't know where that's come from, to be honest. Tom Pullen says, Archie, a proper player. Will be interesting to see what he brings. Good to know. Good to know. Hopefully a bit of English insight there coming in. Obviously don't know the England juniors players very well. Vusi Moore is not very happy with the distance that he's been given from that kick. As long as Vusi Moore doesn't cramp up like we saw in the Rugby Championship, hopefully we can see another good game from him. Very talented player. One of those players that kind of just looks like he's got a bit more time than everybody else. Jaya Tehran, that looks very skew. It was very skew. Just as we were almost getting a bit of ahead of ourselves about how well things were starting to go. A bit of a plunge back to reality, unfortunately. So we had line now for England. So there was a change there. So I think they made a big change. So Herman Lubbo's off, and on comes Jean Erasmus. Malchus, Jaco Williams still on. Those are the only 3 replacements so far for the Junior Boks. Bit of a messy line that for England. Under a bit of pressure there. Ball available eventually for England. And penalised for not running away. I mean, to be fair, you can just see frustration there from JJ Turan. Illicit Face says, Hanson says, don't call them at halftime. Yeah, I'll probably threaten them with Camp Dardrad. Illicit Face says, white lines in the change room. Lashley saying he still sees a Dwayne Freeman in Barter Klakani. Lindy reckons P for Springboks future number 9. And Anton saying Klakani just a different beast. He's just so big, isn't he? I mean, he looked big in senior rugby when he was playing Currie Cup last year. To think that he was then going to go from there back to junior rugby is scary, actually. I would not be impressed if I saw that man running towards me. He's an absolute giant. Not necessarily the tallest guy. I mean, he does play a lot, but he's not like astronomically tall, but just so big. And still very athletic as well. The man from Graham College, where I went to varsity down in Grahamstown. Penalty advantage for England, trying to wrestle their way back into this game. So free roll the dice here. Lots of options. Long pass. And shifting here is Cupido. Oh, maybe. It's a half tackle. That's a better tackle. Thank you. At least somebody put him out. Yeah, Jaco Williams having something to say to Bracken. It's so personal with these kids. It's so funny. It is so personal when you look at these levels. Makes the wrong call there, does Omi Malchus. Peter, it's a poor tackle, and Jaco Williams bounds him out. And he's got something to say afterwards, does Jaco Williams. Anton says JC Mars injured. I think he might be. We made a couple of changes. I want to see he was injured before the tournament, so I don't know if he's actually gone over there yet. The idea was always he was supposed to join them at some stage. So I'm actually not entirely sure. Did he play in the first game? I'm not sure. I missed the first game, unfortunately. I was away. Well, that's skewed from England, so that's a bit of a let-off coming from the Junior Boks. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure he played the first. I missed that first game. Watched some of the highlights. Go away for one weekend, eh? And in this phase, do you think he's going to get bigger? Talking about Batu, I don't really think. I'll be surprised. I don't think he'll get much taller. Maybe he'll have a bit of a growth spurt, but I mean, when you're that size, that young, I think you more or less stay. He doesn't actually have to get bigger, in fairness. He's big enough to play senior level rugby. There goes another replacement, a couple more replacements. But England have made a couple of replacements there. Aidsworth Cave's come on. He looks like a cave himself. He's massive. And here comes Jaco Grobbelaar. Well, who's just come on there? That looked like Dominic Malchus has come on. This maybe passed a concussion test. But Jaco Grobbelaar's come on. He's a big lad. He is a very, very big lad. You can see him standing next to Riley Norton there. Riley Norton's not small, but he is a huge unit. So let's see what he can conjure up when his... Yeah, so it looks like Mentu's back on the park. Basically just decided to just wrap his entire head in bandage and see if that works. Another penalty this time. I think under a bit of pressure were South Africa, but they got the penalty at scrum time. Breaking player with injury. So we've got now about 22 minutes left on. Here comes another replacement, this time at prop. So here comes Oliver Reed. Interesting to see how the scrums go. We had a couple of replacements now across. I think he's actually got 2 new front rows, in all honesty. Because he's currently receiving treatment is Ralph McKeitron. So I think it's a matter of time before he's replaced. It's a good kick. Very good kick there from Vusi Moore. He's kicked for touch very well, actually. Making a big difference. Come on, boys. Back into the own half. And into the back goes Albi Bester. Mblaba there to back him up. Hashim P, quick ball. And it's a big tackle. He gets off it away and shouldn't have actually just held on to it, to be honest. Poor from the big man, Khobalop. Should have just held on to that. Now they're looking to try and hold England up. They're going to go back for the initial... it was a big tackle on him, to be fair. It was a poor pass. He was so upright. Had no momentum either. Yeah, another drinks break over here, water break. So I'm just going to sort a few things out. And yeah, I've got lots to do for tomorrow. Unfortunately, a little bit behind on all that prep. But yeah, still no points to score in the last 10 minutes. Still a 10-point lead at the moment for the Junior Boks. Hopefully they can protect that. Score next. I think it's almost less done. But we'll be back in a bit. Please do smash a like on the video, by the way. We are sitting with well over 150 people watching. We've got not even 30 likes. So yeah, please do. When I get back, let's try and get that close to 50, you know? One every 3 people. It's not that hard. I will see you guys in a little bit, and I'll answer all you guys' questions then. Right, we're back for the scrum. We haven't missed a thing yet. So you haven't, nobody's actually, oh, no, 8 people liked the video. I'll take it all back. Right, the left-hand side, England go. Numbers here. Drifting. Tackles missed, actually, by Peter, who I think went for the ball rather than the player. But Takani eventually gets back and makes a good tackle. But the ball's gone loose here from England. Kicked ahead as well by Cheswell Yoster. Nick Addison dives on it, ball over the top. That could be too far, you know. It bounces just in front. I don't know if this is for 22. I think it's been carried back. So I think it should be still a South Africa line out. Oh, I'm not sure. It is a 50-22. I'd like to go back and see that. I think this has been carried back. This did not originate in the 22. To answer your question, Dion, they hammered Scotland in the first game, so that's why I think Scotland is very much seen as the team we should beat. But if we can win this game, then that's 1 foot in the semi-final. Couple of players there. Stephen Green is off as well, so that is Watchalong who's off. Right, and Matt Romero comes on. Interesting story. He actually comes from the Northern Cape. Not really known for producing a lot of rugby players up there, well, not tradition anyway. He's at the Sharks now. Is the big man. Lots of these players. I mean, the likes of you've got Watchalong at the Sharks. You've got Yako Williams at the Sharks. Albie Best is at the Sharks. Not trying to think of who else in this. Vusi Moyo's at the Sharks. Lots of Sharks players in the side. Good luck for England. They've gone straight through, just short. Good tackle, desperate tackle that coming from Malaba. Ball's gone loose. Kicked it back. Bellamy's back. Couple players are down. Bellamy's back by himself. Somebody needs to make the tackle. That's a good tackle. Very, very nice tackle. Just managed to hold on to this scrum a lot. Slightly. Oh, there we go. Ball, man over the ball. Ball goes backwards. Penalty advantage. I think it's a bit harsh. Not rolling. Don't think it actually impeded the game whatsoever. It was actually as he rolled, that was more. So interesting decision time here for England going back to the corner. Yeah, I think that's hard. I don't think that's made any difference to that ruck whatsoever, the rolling away. To answer your question, Valentino, England's got a big chance. A very, very good chance. They've been very good at stages today. It's definitely not been... I mean, at one stage we looked awful in comparison. So we've actually had to play really well to get back into the game. So definitely don't rule them out. And you are correct, Elizabeth Faze. It is England who are the reigning champions at this stage. Right, Cohen's going to kick to the corner here. England putting a lot of pressure on the Junior Boks. Come on, lads. Just hold them out. 18 more minutes. This would be a huge win if they can get over the line. And there we go. Ryan Norton gets up front and takes it brilliantly. Turnover ball here for the Junior Boks. You need moments like that. Vusi Moyo needs a good clearance. He's kicked well for touch. Not maybe his best, just outside of 22, but he's out of danger. Craig Kugelmore says, what percentage of this team could you see progressing into the senior Boks squad? Oh, that's a difficult question. The problem is, at junior levels, you could sometimes see players who are like destined to be a Springbok, and then something happens to them. From what I've seen, I really like the look of Riley Norton. I think he's got Springbok written all over him. I really like the look of all three of our loose chair, to be honest. I don't think any of them have had bad games. So that's 5 already that I think are very talented. 4, actually. Ball available, yeah, for England. And they've gone straight down. There we go. Good physicality being shown in the second half. Now turnover ball. And we have a go back for the scrums. That's our 22. Good defense here. Hashim P has looked 10 out of 10. He looks a real player. He's at the lines as well. And at the bits. Sian Lozi, we haven't seen much of. Vusi Moyes look pretty good. Chiswell Eustace, very talented. Gino Capito, I don't know if he'll go the 15s route. He's already played for the 7s. I mean, I think 15% would be a pretty good 15-20% maybe of these sort of players. I mean, what is that in a 23? 3-4 players? Maybe more for 5 players? Yeah, maybe. But again, it's difficult because somebody like, I don't know, let's pick a random player. Somebody like I haven't seen much of Jakub Kobylarz, for example, but he looks massive. So if he gets into form, it's so difficult to see it. I mean, Dominic Malkas, very talented player. That's someone who I would really keep my eye on. But we don't really know how they're going to progress. At this stage, I'm definitely seeing future boxing. I'm seeing some proper players on this side, which is really exciting. Here's one of them, Gino Capito. But how they progress, where they progress, always difficult to say. Something like a Watchalong, though, you can see he's a different level. He is a different level. Sian Lloyd is really talented on the attack. I remember watching him previously. Haven't seen much of him today because he went off early. But you know what I'm saying? It's a good take. It's a very, very good take from the England placement, Noah Kalori. Long pass out wide. He's scrambled yet as Chiswell Euster. Good tackle there coming from... I tell you what, Colin Yala has been everywhere today. He's had a very solid outing. I said that the loose chair, I think Anton mentioned it, this loose chair today is chef's kiss. Very good stuff from them. Very dynamic. All 3 of them. Quite mobile. Bartra's got the physicality. Mlaba's a really hard worker. Colin Yala just pops up everywhere. Well, not much communication there. And Chiswell Eustace got a bit of space. Chiswell Eustace with the pace! Oh, can't keep himself in. Can't keep himself in. If he had, it could have been interesting. It could have been interesting. Miscommunication between him and Mentu. He rounds one player and then just loses his footing and can't quite stay in. If he had, then you would have enjoyed seeing it. But that's the thing. You put something like a Chiswell Eustace in space and people start to panic. Then you started wondering, well, has he got that defensive side of it? Some people were saying earlier that his defensive awareness positioning wasn't good. So that's something he needs to work on. For me, something very easy to fix as you play more. Tom Pullen says, Sian Lozi was epic at first game. The crew reminds me of Colby's group, many of which went to higher honours. Craig says, awesome. Thanks for your thoughts. I would hope that more than half will be able to progress eventually. That would be great. I mean, I think it's things like a Dion Ferree, for example. I mean, he became swimmer like 38 years old. So I suppose you kind of forget how many players who are starting to come through now were Junior Boks way back when. Tom saying, a number of these boys are under 19 as well. Great Spine and Moyo, Seth, Riley, Reed, all there for next year, 100%. Do you think Julius Julius or Henk van Veek will feature in the Rugby Championship? I'll be surprised if they do. Lekanya Am seems to be in and around the squad. He was there today. So I think he's getting back to full fitness. And they also see Ethan Hooker as an outside centre to Justy Erasmus and the management. So I think they're quite far down the pecking order at the moment. Bit of a weird lineup that, and the ball's gone very loose, and I think it's going to be a scrum for the Junior Boks. It is indeed. No, they've got knock on advantage. They're playing. That's Colin Yali, works hard in the tackle, and he's locked it backwards there as Reed. We'll go back for the initial knock on, and we've got a replacement, by the way. Hashim Pete's made way. What a game he's had. For me, definitely man of the match candidate. And on comes Keanu Everson, also a Sharks player. Anton says, all 3, big work rate, not scared to run and make the best out of the situation, 100%. Lundy's saying the right thing, saying, let's like and subscribe, guys, on the chat, 100%. And Craig says, the Junior Boks win will be an excellent present for my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Craig. Hope it's been a great one. Hope that a couple of people mortgaged a few houses so you can get your hands on a Boks jersey for it. We've got a video coming from the Boks store today in Sandton, and I could very easily drop like 20,000 rand on that store. There's so many cool things in it. I had to really stay disciplined. I actually didn't buy anything, which if I hadn't bought a jersey last week might have been a bit different, but it's a very, very cool store. What a weekend of rugby, though. I'm just thinking, by the way, I've got the missus who's about to light the fire. It is cold in Joburg, but I'm going to go smack on some ribs and some lamb chops after this. A little potato salad. Do a bit of work. Wake up tomorrow and watch France versus New Zealand, followed by Lions versus Waratahs, followed by Italy versus Springboks, followed by England versus Argentina. Might even wake up and watch Fiji versus Wallabies whilst in bed. The dream. The absolute dream. So if you guys would like to join me on this dream of a weekend, I will be live for all three of those watch-alongs tomorrow. Lions, France, New Zealand, and obviously the Boks. I wasn't there last week. We tried to do it, but unfortunately, Steve's not allowed to have holidays because I tried to take a weekend off. I'm still going to do the work, but trying to do it in the bush, and they said no. So we won't do that again. Don't stress. I will be on the watch-along tomorrow, though. First official test match of the year. Decent scrum that for the Junior Boks. It has gone down, but Kiana Everson's got space. Lewis puts onto the boot, but it's very well taken by Bracken. Not too many options there. Cohen decides to keep it in play. Now Craig Benham's surely going to have to kick it. He's running out of space. You know he's going to run it himself. Oh, Oliver Reed, that's an awful attempt at tackle. He's still going as Bellamy. Everson gets there and the ball gets left behind. No, man. Somebody just dive on the bloody ball and keep it. Mentu. Williams just goes to the boot. This needs to find touch. It does find touch eventually. Goodness me. In fact, no, things bounce just inside. Cohen's under a bit of pressure all of a sudden. Ball's lost forward. Krobelok. But lost forward initially from the Junior Boks. I don't mind a scrum there. Just to slow things down a little bit. Craig says, thanks. It's been a great day. When I get back to SA, I'll definitely grab a new jersey. Yeah, that Heritage collection. Dangerous. Very, very dangerous for my wallet. Anton saying very cold in Cape Town. Look, it's not warm up here. I mean, it's 9 degrees. I want to go Brian 9 degrees, but that's what brand was invented for at the end of the day. And I've got it right by the, one of those, you kind of walk out, see the fires, walk back in by the heat, pour myself a brand of or two, but I just can't not buy it. It's a Springbok weekend, Is it even a Springbok weekend if you're not hitting some lamb chops on a Friday night? Because I don't get to really do it on Saturday because I'm live with you guys. So therefore, I have to have my braai on Friday. And now, it would have been a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock braai when it's a bit warmer. But now we've got to cover Junior Boks, The work doesn't stop. Got a graft here. Then we braai. Then we sape a little. And then tomorrow we get into it. Penalty advantage for England as they go to the left-hand side of the back of the scrum. Short ball. Good defense in the end. He's still going. But gets the ball away. Spaced out wide here for England. I'll be bested with a very good tackle. They've lost the ball forward as well. Go back for the penalty from the scrum. 10 minutes left, so the time is starting to tick down. Da, 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 da. We're having a check here. Potential. I did worry about it. The potential high tackle, the dangerous tackle here. I think it was Cupido who came flying in. A card is the last thing we need. That suddenly makes things a little bit nerve-wracking. So they're going to have a look here. It is foul play. Nah. I don't think there's any head contact. Or is there head contact there? I don't know if he bounced off the head or if he bounces off the... There you can't see much there. He's upright the tackle. I don't know if he's actually... If there's head contact. It seems to almost... You can't really hear the referee. It's going to be a card here for Capita. One thing I will say, he does almost jump into the tackle here, this Bracken. He's in the air. He does jump into the tackle. He's higher as Capito, but I don't think that actually... Surely that must be a bit of a mitigating factor. We don't know what the referee's going to pull out here. If this is a red card, I'll be quite miffed. So it's a yellow card under review. I tell you, there's a bit of a jump into this tackle here from the England ball carrier. They're going to check that in the bunker. Right, so there goes Cupido. Not, yeah, about to say, I don't know why they're showing Chiswell Euster. He's not the one that's gone to the bin. Right, down to 14 men. Not what we needed right now. So we'll finish the game with 14 men. Makes life a little bit more interesting. Not really what I'd like to have seen in the 9 minutes to go. Got to make sure you got to just keep them out for a bit longer. Wait them another 5 minutes. We're going to end regardless with 14 men. Capito's game's done unless it goes into extra time. But just don't concede immediately. Well, Tupiloto is good. He's still on the field, actually, Tupiloto. Still going as the starting number 2. It's been busy. He has been busy. This is looking more, though. One says the ref, it's, well, we've managed to not concede a penalty, which is done pretty well. Right, now England use it. Good tackle there from Vusi Moyo. The ball's gone back. And offside. Oh, it's frustrating. England will probably go once again to the corner. Hanging on you. Hanging on you. Right, to the corner they go once again. So, Jean-Andre Skuman's going to come on for South Africa. Interesting to see Sibosito Menembele go so far. You don't often see people go the distance if they got replacements, given the fact that the tournament's just so... Oh, this is going to be a try. It looks so well set from a more point of view. Junior Box got a scramble here. Well, they've actually scrambled pretty well. I'm going all the way back. In fact, it's come through. In fact, this could actually be turnover ball. It's a turnover ball. Come on! When we needed it the most. I mean, they had a side on, and they were like 3 seconds. Almost like England just weren't really ready to get going. And we managed to scramble. I think Oliver Reed's actually come through here, right? Norton's also worked hard through there. Got his hands on the ball. Forced a knock on. Turnover ball. Just over 7 minutes to go. Now Vusi Moyo needs to find a good clearance. Kick this up and downfield. Yeah, not how to get any yellow card or stay a yellow card. Well, you know what? I've had such a hectic 24 hours. I'm so glad we've won this. Tomorrow I need to enjoy my rugby. But from yesterday, having like all our camera equipment stolen from our car, it's been a long 24 hours. Today, trying to scramble and do all the coverage you've had with phones and stuff like that. I only got back about an hour and a half before this game. Was not prepared at all. Did a bit of reading, checked up. So they've delivered a very enjoyable. In fact, I'm actually such a good mood. It's probably the best mood I've been in the last week. So shout out Junior Boks. Get over the line over here. 6 minutes to go. But love seeing the Junior Boks playing some good rugby. There's nothing better. Obviously, when the Boks winning World Cups, cool. But this is seeing the youth stand up and seeing exciting new players that you haven't seen before, and people standing up and putting their hands up. Makes me happy. Makes me smile. Come on, big scrum and a nice clearance here, boys. Let's keep this nice and simple. Yep. Free kick for pushing earlier. We'll slow things down here. Vusi Moyo is just going to pump this downfield. They can have it out. No stress. Just try and waste a bit of time here. That's not his best kick. Yeah, it's not his best kick at all. Oh, England have used it quickly. That's a bit of a strange decision from them to take it quickly on the halfway line. But there is a bit of space on the right side. They want to use it. They straighten. England back on the attack. Looking to try and capitalize on the few minutes left. Now the left-hand side. Oh, bit of a miscommunication. And turnover ball. Come on. Thank you very much. Kiara Everson. Imlaba still winning ball carrier. Still going strong. Is the number 8. Yeah, that's a bit of a tactical there. You can just see as he's taking the hit, Romero just shifting his back and just presenting well. Yeah, for Kiara Everson, who's going to kick this downfield. Needs to have a good chase here. Oh, it's a brilliant take. Is that Jaco Williams? That's phenomenal. I'll turn over ball here. Now the big man here. Jakobus Grobelo. Oh, hold on to the ball. Ball goes back. Not forward. But it was there initially forward from the knock-on advantage here for England. He pops into space there. Going back is Mentor. Oh, bounce the ball. Don't do it. Mentor had a lot of pressure there. Cheswell Eustace there, but he's been completely flooded. Oh, it's so good. Cheswell Eustace has managed to withstand half the England pack piling in over there. Under a lot of pressure on the Junior Boks, just scrambling here. Back to Vusi Moyo. I think that's been touched actually by England. I think this could actually, yeah, it is. Thank you. It's a Junior Bok liner. Oh, can calm down a little bit. Yeah, to be fair, it's not much of a story. It was just out of our car, out of our boot, unfortunately. So yeah, not ideal, especially 2 days before a Bok game where we're supposed to be obviously on the ground and doing a lot of coverage. But as Craig says, how you come through it. So we're gonna persevere. There's no point complaining about it. There's no point getting upset about it. It's happened. But that's why we actually did put a bit of a post out and just said if our coverage looks a bit different this weekend, it's because we're trying to use what we've got left and what we can beg, borrow, and not quite steal. But yes, it's not been ideal. But we move. Again, I can't cover the Springboks and watch them all come from different backgrounds and dealing with adversity and then complain about something like that. We carry on. We'll be at one of us will be our team will be on the ground tomorrow. We'll still have most of the coverage we usually do. Just might have been a bit of a different look. Ball over the top, not the best line out. We give it straight back to England. We're making this difficult for ourselves. Thankfully, I think there's just not enough time really for England to potentially get a win here. But if they score here, then all of a sudden they could be. Comes back inside into the 22. This game is not yet over. Every tackle is important here. Oh, that's a nice big tackle there coming from Remo. Vusi Moore coming up quickly, trying to get on top of them. Long pass out wide. Comes back inside. Gets away from one. He's a big lad. He's still going. He's a big lad. Eventually comes down. Campbell Riddle. They're right on the front foot here, England. Come on, lads. Just over 2 minutes to go. Every tackle counts here, boys. Well, over the ball. Has he gotten it? He's missed it. Loose ball. Just short. Good defense. Officially less than 2 minutes. Oh, the props there. Has he been held up? He has been held up, I think. Come on, been held up. That could be the game. That's really, really good. That is so good. It's a 5 meter. I think they had a penalty advantage, but just that little bit of time that's been saved could be the difference. Head down, one tackle. More of that. Kane James, good tackle. Up quickly was Vusi Moyo. Another good tackle. Some Larber again. I'll tell you what, I like this kid. Good tackle. I think it's Junior Springboks has just come on, throwing himself around. No, in fact, it's Matt Romero. I'll tell you what. That's a big tackle coming from Oliver Reed. Goes straight. That does the big man. That's Junior Kapoko. But good defense here from the Junior Boks. Ball's gone backwards. Big tackle coming from Grobelo. the physicality on display all of a sudden. And I tell you what, the concept of F them up physically is now that they can, they're out of school and they don't mind swearing a bit, is very much coming into play here. They're all the way back behind the 22. This is phenomenal defense. Chip over the top, mark this, and he has marked it. That whole passage of play, hanging in the Louvre. Mentu's just going to hammer this downfield. None of the England players are back. He actually might even be finishing for 22. Bounce to the ball. Could be back towards him. It is back to him, actually. And he gets bundled into touch. But he's the main thing is he's run some time down. He's pushed them all the way back. There's 15 seconds left on the game. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. As Craig says, time to party. Well done. And, well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Love giving you guys the coverage. And hopefully you guys will all join me tomorrow. We've got lots of watch-alongs to get through and enjoy. Ball over the top, yeah. It's time. We've won the game. The question is by how much. And we've drifted the ball. I'll tell you what, we can actually have a try. I'll be best. The ball back inside to Cheswell Euster. Sits down one. Cheswell Euster for the corner, just short. 5 meters out. We might yet finish with a flourish. That's what the commentators just said. Excuse me, I got there first. Jonah Everson, slightly maybe above himself, but ambitious. Pick up and go. That's a nice carry, just short here. Oliver Reed now. Made a big tackle earlier. Ball available for Everson. And that's some lob as he got over. Penalty for the Junior Boks. What do they want? I think they want to try here, actually. I think just kick it out. There's no need to complicate this, guys. We've got the win. How many tries have we got? 3, 4. Yeah, we don't need, yep, up we go. Come on, man, that's huge. That's huge. You got to beat the reigning champs. That gives us proper control of Pool A. We'll play against Scotland. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday next week. But 1 foot in the semi-finals. Brilliant game. People, thank you very much for joining me. We'll have reaction from Kevin Foote after the game. So in his post-match presser. So we'll see you guys all tomorrow. But keep an eye out for that later on this evening. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel on your way out.